In British Columbia, there is a refuge like no other.
What sort of operation? I think they're crazy.
Run by a family like no other. They raise orphaned bear cubs and give them a second chance.
A second chance at a life in the wild.
In Smithers, British Columbia, Northern Lights Wildlife Shelter is preparing for its biggest event of the year.
Hey, Amy. Hi. So our open house is coming up on July 1st.
Awesome, that's great.
Yeah, so I'm coming around town and dropping some posters off around there.
Perfect.
So we're wondering if you'd be willing to throw this in the window for us.
Definitely, we'll put that up for you.
Thank you very much.
You betcha.
And
Oh, look at the bears.
We have 21 cubs now, and open house is one of our bigger fundraisers. So we're hoping for a good turnout.
It's really exciting. It's the one day of the year that we can share our passion, our work, our animals.
Going up here and seeing 21 cubs playing and being happy, I'm hoping that people will feel that they want to contribute to keep them that way.
The cubs are all together now in one large enclosure. The only one missing from this group is a female cub named Wasabi.
Good girl, huh? She's looking good and healthy, and time for her to go and join the others.
Wasabi came in 3 weeks ago, starving, dehydrated, and with a broken jaw.
Like the lower jaw is way further out than the upper jaw.
she's jutted.
See how much more she's moving her jaw? All signs that things are healing. She wants playmates. It's boring. Right, sweetie? Yeah? She's quite feisty, so not a bear that you want to keep cooped up for a long period of time. So we're going to introduce her to the group. Okay, let her go.
You got it.
Okay, let's get this owl out of here. Let's give her some room. Wasabi is just really, really scared.
Frightened cubs instinctively climb, and Wasabi is determined to get as high as she can, even if it means hanging on by the skin of her teeth. Open house is less than a day away. And before that, Northern Lights has a lot to get ready.
All right, let's start with this.
Today, Angelika's put on a work bee to help out clean up for our open house and get everything all ready to go.
So we're going to do some grass cutting and tidying up the yard, and just so we make a good impression.
The whole team throws their efforts into tidying up.
I mean, the open house is a day where we get a lot of people in, so making sure that everybody is projecting a professional image is incredibly important.
Which includes personal grooming, especially for volunteer Jesse Towns.
He's going to have to trim up.
That's the one day we put our foot down, Jesse.
Jesse's like a weed. You can't get rid of him. He's now been here 15 months. He's very dedicated and works long hours, and we love him for it. We tease him mercilessly.
I don't have a razor, and I never put much effort into my appearance.
If he refuses to cut his hair and trim his beard, that's of course his own choice.
We'll see what happens. Style costs money and doesn't do much.
After a long day of cleaning up, volunteer Kim Grouse feeds the now very hungry bear cubs,
Hey, quit it.
who fight for every last drop, especially the smallest in the group, Anise.
Anise is the little firecracker. She doesn't have the strengths, but she has the courage, and she's not giving up. If she wants something, then she pursues it.
But the cub that Angelika expected to be the feistiest is shying away.
With Wasabi, the concern is that she's hiding in the house and she doesn't come out. She also feels a little bit insecure in dealing with the others because she couldn't chew or bite. So the concern is, that she can go very quickly down again if she has a few days that she doesn't eat properly. So we're putting the bowl with the porridge inside the box so that we can make sure that she gets her porridge.
How would you like your haircut today?
Just quarter inch, I guess, just all around.
In Smithers, Jesse has finally given in.
I'm pretty lazy and cheap on getting my hair cut, so I only get it cut when necessary.
Well, low maintenance is not a bad thing, Would you like the mustache touched up, or the beard at all, or anything?
Yeah, I've been told the beard has to be trimmed and look presentable for tomorrow.
Okay. Good news for you is that we don't charge by the pound.
They told me to do it, so I did it. Job well done.
Finally, everything is ready for Northern Lights open house. But late that night, Angelika's husband Peter brings in a fawn that's been attacked by dogs.
She's very wobbly on the legs.
The fawn can barely stand. Now, Angelika will be torn between hosting the open house and giving this fawn her full attention. It's open house day, and the Northern Lights team is busy with final preparations.
Lots of people come and they see our animals and they get lots of yummy treats and stuff. Then what I get to do is go and see our animals.
Hey, baby. It's okay. I'm not going to poke you.
But Angelika's first priority is caring for the fawn that came in from Prince George the previous night after being mauled by dogs.
Easy, 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 easy. You can see on his breathing and so on, he's pretty stressed out.
At least he seems hungry.
If they're not fighting anymore, then they don't swallow. They just let it all run out of their mouth. And he's swallowing, so there's still survival instincts in there.
The impending arrival of hordes of visitors will make caring for this fawn a real challenge.
Stressful, isn't it?
Today we're gonna have a lot of people coming by and seeing all the bears. There is a little bit of worries always with the exposure from human towards the bears.
Volunteer Kim Grouse doesn't want these wild cubs to get comfortable around people, so she makes sure they have plenty of things to divert their attention.
We found out that when they're this small, they're easily distracted with toys and leaves. And so as you can see, they're busy exploring everything. So during the day, we're gonna put new enrichment in to keep them busy.
Adding new playthings or new foods keeps them mentally stimulated.
If everything looks the same all the time, it becomes incredibly boring. They have to think about things. Like they want to get at this log and they want to get to the middle. So how do I do this? From what angle do I best get to it? How do I open this egg? Do I sit on it or can I bite it? It's also creating the muscle strength because they dig into things, they rip them apart, they use their teeth, they use their feet. The whole body is involved with the enrichment.
Even timid Wasabi is drawn out to see what's happening.
Are you helping? Thank you. 2-3 days ago, I noticed a big difference in Wasabi's behavior. She was coming out the box. She's not exploring out really far yet. She's still insecure. So the worry we have is if she can deal with all the presence of the people. So I'm gonna keep a close eye on her and make sure that she's not too stressed out and falling back in her progress.
Okay, so you'll be in the hospital.
Okay.
These are the 3 squirrels that came in as neonatals.
Before the public arrives, Angelika gives volunteer Norm Flint a quick orientation.
Then the woodchuck.
That one I hadn't seen yet.
Yeah, he came in skin and bones and half the size. Hey, you. The pine marten.
Forgot about him.
Yeah.
Very alert.
Yeah, he's really cute. So, okay.
Honey.
Holy shit, crap.
Everyone to your stations. Incoming, people.
Hi.
So everybody's a little bit early. We're still about 15 minutes out until we actually have everybody at their location. So if you wouldn't mind hanging on just a few minutes.
First people are here. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. There's always the early riser. It's kind of like when you're having a yard sale. You can say whenever they're supposed to come, there's always some that come before that.
The crowd's early arrival puts pressure on Tanya to get everything ready.
What, baby?
Oh, honey, I can't keep you with me right now, sweetie, okay?
Oh. Okay, pick up your flowers. Come on. Way to guilt trip your mother. Come on. Come on.
Northern Lights Open House falls on a national holiday, which boosts the attendance,
Excuse me, can I just get through here for a sec?
but makes it tough for Angelika to get help for the fawn.
I'm trying to reach a vet. Today is Canada Day and there's no official office hours, and I need a veterinarian to have a look at her. We haven't had an open house yet where we didn't have some sort of emergency, but today is even harder because this deer is just not doing well.
Northern Lights Open House is in full swing.
This is the best we could have hoped for. This is great. It's a great turnout. You never really know how it's going to play out, right? So it's huge.
I never expected that it getting that big. I always like to stay out of public. Honestly, I could live without it, but I think for Angelika it means the world.
Okay, I gotta run up.
You gotta go. Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you. Hey, Angelika here, how are you? Listen, I got a baby deer in last night from Prince George. He's non-white, bearing on the hind leg. He definitely needs antibiotics and, you know, somebody to look him over. And of course, I have a zoo here because we have the Canada Open House going on. Is there any way we can have a look at him today?
The vet is busy.
Bye.
The fawn will have to wait another hour to be examined.
If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask.
How many have you had this summer?
We're at 20 right now.
20 in here right now?
Yeah, there's 5 and then 15 in the other.
If anybody has questions, feel free to ask.
What do you do with them in the wintertime?
They sleep.
Just in the...
Yeah, they go in the boxes, and we have a new den box made over there. It's nice for the people to see them work and play, and for me too, because normally we go in here, feed, clean the poop, and then go out again. And so it's kind of a treat for us too, to stand here all day and enjoy them playing.
The thing that I like the most about the bear enclosure is how much fun they're having. They're like little kids. It's not very often you get to actually see little bears play together.
Oh, they were really curious.
Yeah,
they were
like climbing up and some
like,
slipping down.
Yeah. They
Really
were
cute.
fighting, they were play fighting.
Hilarious.
Even Wasabi decides to join in.
Go on, go eat. Go. Yeah, I'm stepping away. Go. I was really pleased to see that she got out and ventured out, and it's good improvement, so that's pretty cool.
All babies in here, so we're just asking for some quiet.
Can I please get in? I'm gonna have to clear it out.
Now?
Yeah.
Sure. We're going to have to clear out for a moment so they can do some stuff here.
Vet Kelly Lancaster arrives to check out the mauled fawn.
It's just because he does so much swelling right now.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't sure either, but there was something going on that I wasn't comfortable with.
It definitely has some bite wounds, but my biggest concern is that its right hip has something going on.
You're such a tough little thing.
So we don't know if we have a fracture or a dislocation. If it's a fracture because it's up in the femur, that's not really viable in wildlife, that you have to send back out again and it has to, survive out there. So it means that it would be euthanized if that's the case. So we're going to have to bring him in and get him x-rayed. Oh, I know it hurts. I'm sorry. This deer is just not doing well, but you have to turn around and you have to smile to people and tell them that everything is going to be okay.
Bambi!
A record 1,800 people have come through Northern Lights open house.
If you want to just, have a quick gander up here, this is our Siberian lynx.
It's like a little big kitty.
Well, we get the cougar over here too, just on the top shelf there. It's a busy day today. Lots of people going through and lots of curiosity, lots of questions.
It's wonderful. It means more people are learning about wildlife rehabilitation, and that's what we're all about.
But unknown to the many visitors, this injured fawn is in a fight for its life. Angelika is taking it to the vet's office to determine whether or not it can recover from its injuries.
When you're having a good day like this and everybody's having fun and enjoying themselves, and it seems doubly wrong that something else is fighting for its life.
The fawn will be x-rayed to see whether it's suffering from a dislocated hip, which can be fixed,
I know.
or a broken femur, which may not be repairable.
Poor little thing. Unfortunately, that's not a very good prognosis for our little fawn here. So yeah, unfortunately, the hip is in place. It's a high femur fracture.
A high femur break means that there's no chance that this fawn would survive in the wild.
I mean, along with a lot of compassion, you have to be practical about they are wildlife, and if certain injuries are deemed, too big, too bad, there's the realistic end result. Angelika has been, practical in that respect as well.
It hurts. But that's life as a rehabber. The joy and the sorrow is always very close together. It's never far apart from each other.
The open house is now drawing to a close. Though not a crowd person, Peter's kept his smile throughout the day.
Even if it is sometimes annoying with the lots of the people here, but yeah, but I'm proud that Angelika and I accomplished at least something for the animals. That is for me the most important thing at all.
And Jesse, look at Wasabi here in the middle on this side. He's doing pretty good, eh? He's getting chubby. It's good. Well, as you can see, Wasabi is coming out more and more now. She's really interacting with the rest. There's not a lot of stress with her. And you can see that her mouth is no swelling anymore. So it's all good signs, and she's gonna make it. Right, girl? Yeah.